What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe. I'm so glad to see you again. We're coming back today because we are going to go to church. That's that's the plan. The plan is to go to church today. Okay, we're gonna try to learn how to keep these black sisters. I mean, this lady, she was going in fresh out of St. Louis, Missouri. I just couldn't believe some of the stuff that I was hearing as she was expounding on her text when it comes to preaching. Okay, she's a woman preacher down in St. Louis, and I believe that she really don't give two farts about what she says. You know, it's kind of like that little Juanita Bottom thing. You get what I'm saying? You just say whatever you want to say, and you just gonna do what you do. But we're gonna go in and we're gonna look at exactly some of the stuff that she was saying before we start going into our commentary about some of this foolishness that's being rocking out in the black church. And we're gonna take our time and just try to take some of this stuff in and to see, does it apply to us for real? Okay, we want to see, do it apply to us first of all, and we want to make sure that what she is saying makes sense. Let's
Get
hear
out the way. Get out the way. Somebody else. Somebody else. We got to keep playing this game in 2024. You don't want me, baby? Get out the way. You don't want to be connected to the ministry? That's fine. Get out the way. Oh, shut up. Because you hold up somebody else's position. You don't want to work the job with me? Get out the way. You don't want to work with me? You don't be my employee? That's fine. Get out the way. Ain't no love lost. I love you, but please get out the way.
Hey, how y'all doing?
she coming back.
So listen, I got something for y'all.
Okay.
Now, I hear, I see, been through things myself when it comes to women as preachers. Let me say, I know what the Bible says. I know all those things. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. If me preaching the gospel, telling others about the goodness of Jesus sends me to hell, guess what? I guess I'm going to hell. Because I will not stop talking about the goodness of God and what God has done for me. And if this is what you all say is blasphemy, then baby, listen, it is what it is. Because my experience with God is real. And nobody can change that.
Baby, he don't want to
Check
marry
it out
you.
again.
Get him out the way. Get out the way. Somebody else. Somebody else. We got to keep playing this game in 2024. You don't want me, baby? Get out the way. You don't want to be connected to the ministry? That's fine. Get out the way. Oh, shut up. Because you hold up somebody.
Okay, that's enough of that foolishness. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is this woman. She's telling us black men to get out of the way, because if you're not able to fulfill those obligations and duties, and she don't mind preaching it because she already said that if it even takes her to hell, that's okay. She gonna keep preaching exactly what she's preaching because I guess she assumed that she's helping somebody. See, this is the problem in black churches. This is a major issue in the black church because we allow so much foolishness to take place in the black church and nobody really say nothing. Okay, we already see what's going on around the world and these women is going crazy. I'm talking about they coming out the woodworks, they saying what they got to say. They not trying to have no pity on what they say, and you feel what you're saying is okay, and you feel like what you're saying have some type of foundation to it, but actually what you're doing is that you're killing all of those single women that's sitting up there listening to this foolery. That's what's going on. You're killing all of those single women spiritually. Okay, and that's why so many women in the black church are single right now. They are single because you have a bunch of single preachers, okay, that's sticking it all outdoors. You know, I had to bring that up, right? You know, trying to tell these women how they should run their relationships, and some of the stuff that they are giving has no substance, have no idea, because you're single. Possibly you're single yourself. You have a hard time holding down a man yourself. And you are the one that actually needs the counseling more than the woman that you're talking to, or the women you're talking to actually needs the counseling. Okay. See, this is what happens when you allow women to talk in church. I don't care what you say. You could twist the Bible and change it around and make it fit your narrative all day long. But at the end of the day, the Bible still proclaims that women should shut up in church. I know y'all don't like that. I know y'all don't like that. Okay, you like to refer to, in the Bible days, you had, this, you had that, or whatever the case may be. Okay, but understand that under the New Testament of the church, you should be quiet and go home and ask your husband about anything concerning any biblical doctrine or whatever, and y'all discuss that among each other. But what the black church has done, it has lifted up this feminism in the black church, and now you have all of these women coming out with all these different strange hoops of doctrines that they feel like that is going to impact and benefit people, and is not. Because what it is doing, it is causing a disturbance. That's what it's doing. It is causing a disturbance with the people, and people are not really being taught and fed what they need. Okay, because if you really look at these churches nowadays, especially the black church, you will find that, I know people say, well, the white church do it too. Well, I don't go to white churches, so I don't know what they got going on. I do know they got a bunch of money, they got big old places and all that kind of stuff, but I know I have been in the black church, and one thing I do know, what they do is they look at status. Okay, they look at all this stuff and they feel like that person is automatically qualified to talk. But what they are doing is killing the very fabric of the foundational principles of learning. That's exactly what's going on. And if by any chance, if a woman desires that she wants to be married, okay, I think that what she need to do is get into a consultation with a man. Okay, right there. Okay, I think what she needs to do is get into consultation with a man. Okay, she needs to find herself a man that she actually can trust and talk to, and try to get wisdom from a man. Because half of these women doctrines and stuff that they are telling you, that stuff don't work. It don't work. Get out the way. Okay. They want us to get out of the way so they can get in the way, and so that possibly they can find somebody that they control. That's why it's so many women in the church messing with soft men. That's why they are messing with men that are tenderized, tenderoni men. Okay. That's one thing I've learned, is that a lot of women in the black church, they are so scared of real men. They really are. They're not going to say it. Okay. They're not going to talk about it. They're not going to force it or try to come up with some type of thing where they just feel like, okay, I'm just trying new things, and I just don't want to try a new thing, and I don't know what I really want to do. No, a lot of them are scared of real men, because when they meet a real man, you're going to have to hush up. You're going to have to be quiet and quit talking so much. You're going to have to listen to what that man have to say and obey. I know that's a horrible word in today's world, to obey a man. Obey your husband, not your boyfriend or your baby daddy, your sugar daddy, your husband. I know that's a hard thing these days, to obey your husband. Okay. But at the end of the day, a lot of them don't want that. They don't want that. They want those men with those tight suits on. Okay. Those tight suits, them little bitty shoes. Okay. That's what they want, with them big, beautiful hairstyles. Going to the beauty shop instead of the barber shop, getting fixed up, looking feminine and sweet. That's what they want. That's what these women want. They want soft men. They don't want no man that's going to lay down some ground rules and say, no, this is how it's going to go. And this is what we need to do because this is best. I pray just as much as you do. So it's either you're going to follow this lead or you can go ahead and get on about your business. Okay. They don't want that kind of man. They want a man that they can run and trample over and tell what to do and how to do it. That's what they want. That's why they go to church and get these sweet booger bears and then end up later on something end up happening where they find out that this man wasn't worth the quarter that they did choose and select. Okay. Because they only selected him because he can sing, because he got a word, or because he can prophesy, or whatever the case may be. And then they find out that he like more sticks than you do. He likes sticks too. He becomes a man, okay? He becomes the man that you want for the time being, and then you find out that he is not what you thought he was going to be, and you find out that he don't have any type of authority in him because he talked like he got authority when he in church, okay, but have no backbone in the house, and now you're stuck trying to deal with the man that these church women has taught you to have. Okay. So this is the kind of stuff that I be saying that you don't need to be intertwined with no foolishness like this, because this is the stuff that goes around and hurt people. Church people are the most hurt people on the earth. Okay. They are the most hurt people on the earth. They hurt all the time. They always hurting because they'll keep on feeding on foolishness. And I would like to say proudly that they keep feeding on bullshit. Church people love bullshit all the time. This woman need to be sat down and she need to be taught by a man. I tell everybody, listen, if you're looking for a church home, the first thing you need to do is find, number one, an older man in his senior years that's full of wisdom. You need one of them short, fat old men, huh? You need a short, fat old man with gray hair that still packs his Bible and not pulling out his doggone iPad and his cell phone out of his side bag. Back in the day, they called it a pocketbook. Huh? He don't got no pocketbook. He still packed that big old rusty Bible. Okay? And he get up there and he teaches what would need to be taught. That's what you need. You need an old school man to teach you the word so that you could be able to progress in your learning. And then you can find out how you can find a man, or how you, well, I don't want to say find because you're not supposed to be finding, you're supposed to be hiding so he can find you. Okay. So that you'll know how to select and know how to operate in discernment and get what you need. Okay. So we have to get back to cutting out the craziness and cut the craziness out. We got to cut that out. We got to cut out all, listen to all these online Instagram warriors, these church divas, these big, tall, sexy divas with a cross around their neck, with a robe on, and leading the people in the wrong direction and doing stuff all under the sun. Okay, doing stuff. Listen, I can talk from this standpoint because I've been in a position like that before. Okay, I've done some bad things. I've done some things that I've confessed for, I repented for. A matter of fact, I still got some sin on me every single day. It ain't a day go by that I don't have to renew something. But at the end of the day, I know how to get my learning, and I got it from the elders. Do not listen to these people in this today's world, these today's preachers. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all say. You can't listen to them because a lot of them, number one, is not even living the life, and a lot of them just trying to get in your pockets, and a lot of them just trying to get in your drawers. So you got to be careful listening to these people because these people ain't worth a quarter. Okay. The first thing you need to do is cover yourself up when you in before the people as a woman. I should not be able to see those big curved thighs and that round booty. Come on now. I shouldn't be able to see all that. Well, you shouldn't be looking at that when you go to church. Your mind got to be on the Lord. Well, my mind can't be on the Lord because I see this fanny. I see this fanny and this panty. Okay, Cover yourself up and loosen up those clothes a little bit. And the same clothes that these women wear is the same clothes they want their man to wear. That's why as a man, I don't allow women to go shopping for me. I don't allow it. I don't even want your shirt. I don't want nothing. Don't buy me no clothes. I don't allow women to buy me clothes. The reason why I don't allow women to buy me clothes because I don't want you to have me looking like your baby daddy. I don't want you to have me looking like your pastor. I don't want that tight ass suit. Give me some wide legs. Y'all better talk back to me and stop acting like you crazy. You stuck on stupid, sliding on silly. Because this stuff got to come to an end. And I'm telling you, this stuff going to come to the end. It's going to be real horrible when it does. And then when you take this advice of these crazy folk, you're going to find out that these folks are not living the life that they should be living. You're going to find out that these folks that's talking all this stuff is single. You're going to find out that the reason why they're single. You're going to find out the reason why they keep doing all these women conferences, especially where I'm from. I mean, it's a women conference every weekend. A bunch of single women getting in one room, lifting up each other's falls. Huh? Looking for single mama hardship programs. When you could have went on and married the man you had 6 kids for. And made a commitment and do something about it. Okay, so we got the chill and we got to sit back for a time and say, you know what, I'm gonna make a decision. I'm gonna do something different, and I'm gonna stop listening to these broads. I'm gonna stop listening to them. They don't have nothing for me because they'll lead me down the wrong way. So I'm gonna go get me an elderly, old school man where I'm gonna sit back and listen to some wisdom and more than anything, make sure he married. Okay, make sure he married and truly love his wife. Okay, because you can't get no single old man. You can't get no single old man. He gonna want to buy them cookies. He gonna want to do a little tricking every now and then. He gonna want to take you out to eat, and he gonna want to try to, buy you a bottle of wine every now and then and get you a steak. He gonna give you $20-$40 to get for gas to get back home, and then about 2-3 weeks later, he gonna want some of them fanny wannies in them panties. He gonna want some of them cookies, and then you're gonna be mad that he want them cookies. You're gonna be upset. You're gonna be, I didn't know Pastor was like that. I trusted him. I can't believe he did this because I really trusted. Yeah, you trusted a single man. You trusted you trusted this single man, okay? Who still have the same things of any other man. He still have something in his pants, and it still works. And you got your fine, sexy self walking up in that restaurant talking about you coming to get counseling. No. Them old school preachers gonna come. They gonna walk up in there with their wife. Their wife gonna be sitting right there, and they're gonna be doing some conversation or talking too. So you gotta be careful of this foolishness. Don't listen to these people. They are poo-hoops. I promise you, these people ain't got no sense, and these people got problems. They got problems. I'm not talking against their salvation. I'm not talking against their spiritual anointing that they have. I'm not talking against that. I'm talking against what they are saying, the foolishness. If we're going to follow the Bible, we're going to follow all of it. Okay, we just can't take our little bits and part and I'm going to follow this right here, but I ain't going to follow this. Okay, if you're going to follow the New Testament church, you're going to follow the New Testament church. If you're not, you got to go ahead and move on and do something different. Okay, so you're going to have to go ahead and act right. Listen, we're going to come back to y'all and we're going to do something different. We coming back real soon with some more good old hot topics. Things going to crank up around here in just a little bit. We just got to be patient and we're going to get things moving. And I'm gonna try to keep y'all heads lifted up. Okay, we're gonna start doing something every single day. We're gonna start trying to make a video, upload a video, talk about different topics, politics and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna try to do some conversations, and we're gonna also do some sometimes we may talk about some religious stuff. Sometimes we may talk about politics. Sometimes we may talk about money. Sometimes we may talk about credit. Sometimes we may talk about all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, is hopefully it will be something that can assist you with. I'm sorry, I'm not your jokester. I don't know how to crack jokes. Okay, I don't know about all this other stuff that YouTubers doing with all the little gadgets flying across the screen and all that kind of stuff and distracting you from the message. I want you to learn something and become a part of something that we're going to build here, that you could be able to learn and take it back with you and think about it all through the day. Even while you're driving, you're going to be thinking about some things that we've talked about that is going to be applicable for your life. And if it doesn't work, I don't even want you here. I'd rather you go somewhere where you're going to actually get the help that you need. And you also can help me. I am a very teachable person. The first step of being a great teacher is learn how to teach. I'm sorry. The first step of being a great teacher is learning to be teachable. That's what I meant to say. Okay? Learn to be teachable. I'm also teachable, but we're going to keep it clean. We're going to keep it respectful. If you find yourself wanting to be disrespectful, we just block you and move on about our business. But don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe, share the video with your family, with your mama, your baby daddy, your cousin, everybody. Share the video. We have some good conversations and topics over here, and we're going to get back to you. You guys, you have a great day, and I'll see you in a second.